All right, here is now Ethereum analysis, a blank slate chart. The top was made at around $394, so let's say even it out to 400 or so. And since then we saw an A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to do A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is fine too. Okay, we can call it W, X, and Y. Very similar to Bitcoin, very similar to Dash. I mean, when you see a across the board similarity index like this, what's happening is that sentiment is across the board quite similar. Now here is the three-wave pattern that's standing out quite prominently, even in the Ethereum chart. This can be divided as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. So 1, 2, wave 3 can be in progress. And wave 3 could be subdivided as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 is done. And as long as 3 is not the shortest, even though it's about the same as wave 1, I think wave 1 is about 1,000. This is about 800. 750 or so, let's say. So a little shorter than 1, but wave 2 is still shorter than this, so it's okay. The reason why I'm not labeling this is the labels are going to be quite similar to what I had already labeled for Bitcoin and Dash. I just want to do some line drawing here. Now for Ethereum, it has exceeded with a burst, with a significant burst, with a lot of energy and buying power. The top blue resistance trend line. So does this mean that Ethereum is leading the pack? I think so. The second line was easily breached. And if you look at this versus Bitcoin, you'll probably see that this breach occurred before Bitcoin. So if Ethereum is leading the charge, that gives additional confidence to the primary bullish count. And that means we can look for a scenario that could look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's extend the fifth a little bit. 5. So in the event that Ethereum is leading the charge of the pack, since it already busted out and breached the upper blue resistance line, whereas Bitcoin has not. If you look at it here. And the second resistance line was breached, but it was later than Bitcoin, Ethereum. As you can see here, Ethereum breached the first resistance line first, and it has now breached the second resistance line, giving credence and evidence to that we will see a 5-wave impulse. So let's say, again, trying to discern future patterns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if 3 hits here, which is in the horizontal resistance line, right where this would be, do you see a pattern? Well, absolutely. You should be able to spot this right away now. So here's the left shoulder. The right shoulder. The head. Because this 3 will stop at this neckline, come back down to make 4 and rise past and breach the neckline. That would be a very ideal scenario complementing the current bullish primary count that I have. So let's keep a close eye on this. And if you want, you can do a price minimum projection from going from the bottom of the head to the neckline. Copy that. And bring it right on top of it. 440 buckaroos. In which case, wave 5 will most likely definitely be extended. So again, this is a case of drawing lines, looking at a whole bunch of different charts, even though they're very similar. There are certain unique attributes and differentiations, just like the one I just found here and explained, how I'm seeing Ethereum leading the pack in breaching past the first resistance, and it has now breached the second resistance. And I combined Elliott wave projection as well. And I did a forward-looking discernment of a potential head and shoulders. And all of these adds evidence to support the primary bullish count. Okay, I just want to share that with you. What I presented earlier on the bearish alternative is an alternate count. That is not my primary count. I'm keeping an eye on it. My primary count is still bullish, that we are in an impulsive 5-wave up. And in this case, we're going to see newer and higher all-time prices, new prices, if this plays out. Prices can come down to this resistance, former resistance, now support, to get some rest, and then go after the neckline to breach, most likely bounce off of it to give a 4 and 5. Let's see how it goes.